This sentence is definitely messing with punctuation, so we'll also need to think about the way that sentences are built and the different types of clauses that we can have. But they're also messing with the wording, so we've got to be careful because sometimes we might change the punctuation in a good way, but then the wording changes too, and that messes it back up. So we just got to be careful here. Let's see what we can get just by reading with choice A in there what this would sound like. So in 2010, archaeologist Noel Hidalgo Tan was visiting the 12th century temple of Angkor Wat in Cambodia when he noticed markings of red paint on the temple walls. Okay, so that could be a complete sentence. So then maybe we're connecting something else. With the help of digital imaging techniques, he discovered the markings to be part of an elaborate mural containing over 200 paintings. Okay, so I paused there, and I'm glad I did because now I can hear that there is a clear break in this, and it should be two sentences. The first sentence is basically this. Tan was visiting when he noticed these markings. So we can kind of cut out some of the details and really understand the subject and the verb there. In fact, the only sentence is Tan was visiting. That's our sentence. Then it continues on, and the next sentence doesn't start until later on. I'll use yellow for that one. He discovered, right? That's our sentence, subject verb. He is the subject, verb discovered. He discovered the markings to be part of an elaborate mural containing over 200 paintings. So that whole thing there is technically our second sentence. We do have a comma leading into it that we can't control, and that comma is there to attach an intro clause with the help of digital imaging techniques. So that's leading in, it's kind of describing the discovery, describing what Tan is doing. So that is part of the second sentence, but the first sentence ends. And so the answer here is D. We need that period. There's no good way to join two complete sentences together with the words that we have here. There are other ways that might involve a word like so, but we don't have a comma with the so here, so it doesn't quite work. If we're going to use a conjunction, we needed to have a comma as well, and this one doesn't. So that's why the wording can be tricky, right? That's a good example where maybe we can do it by fixing the wording and adding this conjunction, but then they don't fix the punctuation or give us the punctuation that we would need for that wording to work, and so that's not a valid way to join the sentence. We also cannot use a comma on its own, and we need some sort of break there, so we need some sort of punctuation. So that gives us D, which is in this case the best way to do it. There are other ways to join these sentences, but that's the thing about multiple choice is only one way is going to be presented to us. So don't go looking for what you would do, just try to think about what they give you as options and evaluate the sentence structure based on those options.